Dumisani Goba, born and raised from Ndwedwe, from the village called eMkhosini. I started a hustling life when I was 11 years old, selling veggies and fruits in informal settlement of Inanda, Bambai, Phoenix and so on. And then I went to retail, trained by my grandmother I think when I was like 14, 15. I ran a shop for a number of years, and then after that I started eventing business. Back in the days, doing events in rural areas and so on. Eventually I went to do events for departments. So I was a supplier for Izimbizo and all of that. And then in 2005 I then started the South African Traditional Music Achievements Awards, which is formerly known as SATMA Awards. One of the ambitions that one had was to retire in hospitality. So I then decided to start something small, and I started from my village doing B&B and so on. We've hosted weddings and all of that. It's called eMkhosini Royal Sun. But we are a construction company called 10 Team Property Developers, but our trade name is eMkhosini Royal Sun. 10 Team did apply for funding from Sedfa. We applied to buy this resort, eMkhosini Royal Sun. It's formerly known as Umzinkulu River Lodge. It's now called eMkhosini Royal Sun. So our application was to buy this resort as an ongoing business or concern. Sedfa gave us money to buy the resort, but also the Tourism Equity Fund gave us a grant to do some of the development in this resort. Through that process, we've managed to create business opportunities and employment opportunities for local people so that they benefit out of this scheme. Most of the names that are going to be used here in this establishment, our kings, I won't mention which kings, but our kings, African kings and queens, our music legends, our cultural activists, and so on. So we are going to use that, our religious leaders and so on. We are going to use that because the only way to record history is by writing it. Some of the challenges when we are a property developer, the main one will be obviously funding. As Africans, we struggle to get funding from anywhere else. We are like dependent on government mainly. And the second one will be weather conditions. You know, as we're in the back here, it rains now and again. As much as we started our development in November, we are in March, we are in April now, but we've got 5 months. Within these 5 months, we've probably worked for 1.5 months because the greater part of this period, it's rain after rain. I think the most important need for us or needs for us are training. In hospitality industry, training is very important. You must be able to rise above your bad day. Your bad day must stay behind and you deal with a guest in your presence, no matter what you went through. So training becomes important. Second, it's marketing. Marketing becomes key. Your place must be marketed. So we would like eMkhosini to be marketed throughout the world. Obviously, you start locally in South Africa, you expand to Africa, and then eventually throughout the world. With the digital media in our midst, it's easy now to market wherever you want in the world. But again, the challenge becomes finances, because to market in digital platforms today, you have to pay, unfortunately. I always say to young people, if you want to become an entrepreneur, the first thing that you need to do, you deal with your mental state. Condition yourself as an entrepreneur. Before anything else, condition yourself as an entrepreneur. That's what you dream, that's what you talk about, that's what you do almost daily. Even if you are employed, by the way, by selling water, it's a beginning, it's a good beginning of being an entrepreneur. Number two, don't do anything because of money. Because once you follow the trend to say, I'm in business because of money, unfortunately you might not make it. eMkhosini Royal Sun, once we have completed our construction, we are looking at plus minus 100 employees in this. Permanent employees, not temporary, permanent employees. We are planning to develop this place to a 5-star resort. One of the first black-owned 5-star resort, which will have a spa. We've already got some animals, like you have seen the horses on site. We are going to bring in zebras and blessboks very soon. We are going to have a wedding and function venue where you could host conferences and all of that. Also, the plan is to expand and have more rooms. The plan is to have at least 150 to 200 beds. Currently we are sitting on about 40 beds, so we want to expand that to at least 150 to 200 beds, so that even if you have a wedding here, you are able to accommodate at least half or all of those guests into this establishment. If you like to reach to us, it's easy. You go to our website, www.eMkhosini Royal Sun, on socials, eMkhosini Royal Sun. You are able to get us.